guys, Asher coming at you today in Raid Shadow Legends. What's going on, guys? Welcome to the video. Happy to have you all here. Today, we have Alex Hopkins in the YouTube comments. Hey, Ash, it would be cool for you to do a 5-10 pull of Ancient Shards and pull just one champ from each to assemble a dungeon team. Would be cool to see the choices around the team synergy. Just a thought. I love the thought. Let's go ahead and do that in today's video, guys. What do you say? It's kind of a spin-off on the video that I did about a month ago or so, where I pulled, one Ancient and a couple Voids and one Sacred Shard. This time, we're going to pull 40 Ancient Shards. We're going to pick one champion from each group of 4, and then we're going to pull one Sacred and build that champion. I'm going to build all the champions, kind of strategically select who's going to make up the team, and then I'm going to cut, spend an hour or two maxing out all these champions. We're in the middle of a clan versus clan as well, and we can see how the team performs. Are we able to clear a level 25 dungeon? Hopefully I get a legendary too. So this clan versus clan, man, dude.
It never was supposed to be. Why isn't it possible?
It's just not.
Why not, you stupid bastard?
We're going up against the toughest clans lately, man. 4.7 million with 17 hours to go. We're not even at 4 million. And man, oh man, I'm doing my best here, but I think I could probably hit around 350 to 400,000 clan versus clan points after I max out all these champions. So anyway, guys, we will compare at the end of the video to see how we do there. Let's go ahead and get to the shards. So we have exactly 41 spots open here. Let's see our choices. Okay, so far, okay, we get Steel Skull and Jareg. All right, well, it's definitely going to be one of the epic champions here that we go with. Steel Skull has his A1 with a poison, he has his A2 with a cleanse and a heal, and his A3 has increased defense with a heal. Defense and faction crypts. And then we have Jareg. Jareg's really, really good. He has decreased attack on his A1. That will give me a decreased attack option. We have ally protect and increased defense. And then we have the continuous heal for a turn on whenever an ally loses 20% of their rest HP on one hit. Okay, you know what? I think I'm going with Jareg. Who would you guys go with? Steel Skull's a great champion. I like that he has the cleanse there, but they both have increased defense on a 4-turn cooldown. Just a little bit more healing. But then you get that passive. I'm going to go Jareg, but it's very close. I'm going to go because he has a decreased attack for the bosses on his A1 at a pretty reliable rate. So 60, 70%, 35, 40, 60%. Not too bad. All right, guys, I'm going to go with the next 10. So Jareg, I think, is going to be my choice here. Marquez, if we were doing an arena series, she'd probably be... I might follow up this video with the same thing, only a 4-person team for the arena. All right, Vala, Diabolist. It's between Vala and Diabolist here, but I think I'm going to go with Vala, right? Vala's such an incredible champion, and the AoE decreased defense. Yeah, it's a no-brainer. AoE decreased defense on a 3-turn cooldown. She's removing all shields from all enemies. It's a hard-hitting ability, 3.8 multipliers. She's a shield on herself, increased defense, fill her own turn meter on a 3-turn cooldown. Definitely going to go Vala. I think she's an underrated epic champion. So far, guys, we have Jareg and Vala. Man, I'm already feeling great about this video. It's already going better than the last video when we had, like, Guardian and Armentine Skeleton and whatnot. Oh, man! Man, we really need a decreased defense champion on this team. Boom! Take her down! We cannot kill Molly. All right. Oh, how did Purgator die? I didn't even see that.
He's just taking a nap.
I'm starting to think this video series might not be that good of an idea after all, guys. I need you to tell me what I can do to save this series. All right, we're gonna have a rare here, guys, and I think it's actually going to be who. So let's look at our options here. Let's look at our options. We have a weaken on Hellborn Sprite. We have a 3-time hitter heal reduction, and then we have an increased duration of all ally buffs by 1 turn with increased crit rate on all allies by 2 turns. Will help me out to have that increased crit rate, albeit only at 15%. But the rest of the kit is, you do get a weaken, but it's the weak version of weaken at not the most dependable clip in the world at 40%. I think I'm gonna go Banshee. I wish Diabolus was on this group of champions. I think I'm gonna build Banshee, guys. An AoE decreased defense on the A1 between her and Vala. I should have decreased defense up, almost all the time. And then another AoE with a chance of removing a buff. Yeah, I'm gonna go Banshee. Okay, so that's pretty cool. I like this team so far. I feel good about it. Here we go. No legendaries, though. Executioner. Okay. Man, another meh one.
Oh, you mean...
It's Golem, Executioner, Marquess, Sentinel, Lamabur. What does Lamabur do again? He has an AoE with a continuous heal. I mean, that's a pretty good ability right there. I think it's my boy Lamabur, and he can be my aura lead, speeding all battles by 10%. Because I have the decreased defense, I have a couple AoE attacks. I don't have much DPS on the team either. Executioner is a beast. He has a stun on his A1 and AoE with, you know what? It's actually Executioner. Executioner and Banshee, I feel like it's a really formidable dynamic duo for rare champions, along with Jarag and Vala. All right, so we're gonna go Executioner there. Golem too can deal some damage, man. I feel like people sleep on Golem because he's the least enticing out of the 4 starting champions, at least in my opinion. But that doesn't mean he's bad in a vacuum compared to other rares in the game. He has a hard-hitting AoE on Hellraiser with increased speed on himself. 4-time hitter with decreased deep. I don't know. Do I have to decide now? You know what? With Jarag, I think we might have enough support on the team. Lamabur and Executioner. That's what it comes down to here. All right, so we have all those champions. Let's go ahead and pull our Sacred. Let's get the Legendary. Here we go.
I mean, what were you expecting?
Okay. No Legendary. But it's Hope. I actually kind of like this. Hope has a block buffs on her A1. She has increased the duration of all buffs on allies with a shield on all allies. It's on a 3-turn cooldown. Then the A3, we have a 75% chance of removing all buffs from all enemies on an AoE attack on a 3-turn cooldown. That's a great ability to have. Will help us out in the waves. So now that we have Hope, who brings a shield to the table, we have the chance of removing buffs. We have block buffs on the A1. We have decreased attack with Jarag on the A1. I feel pretty good. I'm really, honestly, guys, I'm still on the fence with Executioner and Lamabur. Let me go ahead and assemble all the champions here, and then I'll let you know in about a minute who I ended up choosing. Who would you guys choose out of all those champions? I have to say, I already mentioned this before, not to pat myself on the back, or who was it John? Was it John? Alex, my bad. John Hopkins. Alex, I gotta hand it to him, man. This idea is so much better than the other one, where we actually have some sort of flexibility on making a well-balanced team. All right, guys, I'm gonna build these champions, and I will be right back. All right, guys, 2 hours and 57 minutes later, I have finally maxed out all these champions. Let's quickly go and take a look at my clan points. Now I'm at 434, so I think you guys remember it was only a second ago for you, it was 3 hours ago for me, but I think around 100,000 clan versus clan points, not too bad. All right. So let's take a look at the team and how I decided to build these champions really quickly before we jump into some dungeon gameplay. So Jarag is going to be kind of the tank of the team with Ally Protect. I also put him in a shield set, which isn't showing up on my screen for whatever reason. Shazam! There it is. So I put him in shield and perception. His accuracy is a little low for the decreased attack on the A1, but I think 224 should be enough for the most part here. We have 204 on the speed, a little bit of crit rate, a little bit of crit damage, but mainly just very tanky. I thought having a shield set on the team made a lot of sense. You know, as we get our abilities cycled properly when we get to the boss of these dungeons. So I figured having one champion and Jarag, you know, really solid with a 23k base HP was going to be the option there. We went with HP, defense, speed. Tried to build him with a little bit of defense as well. I didn't want to go all out on the HP, but we did go HP on the accessories as well. So he has plenty of it. It's going to be a nice girthy shield. These are the masteries that I went with. Lasting Gifts to extend the Ally Protect, the increased defense, and War Master as well. Next up, we have Hope. Hope, I can't wait, dude. This is going to be a solid team, man. I really like this team. Hope I built in Perception and Immortal. She does have a lot of HP as well, 21k, and her shield is based on HP, so I get the HP from the Immortal, a little bit of healage as well. Perception to help bring her accuracy up to strip off those buffs on the Holy Storm AoE ability. One thing about Hope, too, is her multiplier. She has a 4.9 multiplier on this AoE attack. Her base attack isn't that high at 1079, but man, she can smack. I think she has like a 4.3 on her A1 too, so I decided to build her with enough crit rate and a little bit of crit damage so she can actually pull off some pretty nice damage support as well. 231 on the base speed, so I built her fast, a lot of HP. I'm actually really excited about this build. For an HP-based champion, though, her damage is based on attack, which is kind of unorthodox on her A1 and her A3. For masteries, I went with War Master, went with Lasting Gifts again, extend the duration of that shield, increase the duration of all buffs, and place a shield equal to 25% of this champion's HP and all allies for 2 turns on a 4-turn cooldown. Next up, we have Vala. Vala I built in triple perception. She's going to be our decreased defense option number 1, or 1A, 1B, with the Crush the Wall. Granted, it is only a 50% chance, but we picked up the Sniper as well, so it's going to Mastery. It's going to be 55% chance on an AoE 3-turn cooldown of being our debuffer. We also have Banshee to help out there as well on this squad. These are the Masteries that I went with. Pretty simple build on Vala, but very effective. The build her pretty fast. Couldn't quite get to 100% crit rate, but I think 86 is going to be just fine on her. Built her with a lot of defense. Not a ton of HP, but she should be okay with that base defense, 4,700 and 323 on the accuracy. Now let's go to Banshee next. I built her in a stun set. So Banshee in a stun set, and I picked up a Fearsome Presence for the Mastery as well. Increase the chance of placing a stun from skills or artifacts by 5%. So it's going to raise that up to a 23% stun rate, and her kit is perfect for that. I also picked up Deterrence. 20% chance to counterattack because she's an AoE on the A1. Retribution, same thing. Harvest to Spare as well. Love on this champion because she has a chance of placing a leech, every time she places a stun, and that works off of artifact sets as well. So we'll have some leeches going around as well. So really like this champion. If you'll note, her A2 AoE is on a 2-turn cooldown. So I'm going to shut off the A3 ability. I don't care about blocking active skills, even though it's a nice ability to have. I think I'd rather just have AoEs every single turn from this champion in a stun set. What a compelling rare champion, huh, guys? I'm actually a big fan of Banshee. I'm excited to actually finally build her. So I built her with a little bit of, defense, a little bit of HP as well. It's not all-out damage on this champion. In fact, I care more about keeping her alive to be my control champion alongside Executioner than I do about getting a ton of damage. But with that said, we did put crit rate on the gauntlets. We did go attack percentage on the chest with some speed as well to make her, decently fast. And her total stats are going to be 217, 109, 98, 288 on the accuracy. Again, she does have that decrease defense on the A1, 30% chance of landing. We did pick up Sniper as well. That will bump that up to a 35% chance. Executioner. So this is the build that I love the build, I love the champion, but that accuracy is really low at 193. We really need him to pull off his Tumult debuffs, decreased turn meter and decreased speed, so we'll see if that is okay. He has pretty decent multiplier skills on defense and attack in his kit, so we built him with a little bit of attack, decent amount of defense, a little bit of HP. His build is all right, but we put him for damage as well. So we need some damage on this team, but I'm pretty confident in these 5 champions. Again, Lifesteal, I think that with that high defense and his HP being a little bit lower, I think Lifesteal was the right option for this champion to help make sure we keep him alive to place that decreased speed on the bosses. So guys, that's the squad. That's how I built them. Masteries, we went with War Master again on Executioner. I think I probably mentioned, but crit damage on the gauntlets. We built him to be kind of a nuker with defense percentage and speed as well. All right, guys, let's go ahead and try these champions out. Let's start easy, and then make our way to more difficult content. So let's start with good old Minotaur's Labyrinth. Let's see how this team's going to do here. Recently used first. I think Jareg, HP in all battles by 33%, is going to be our nice lead there. I love the HP. It's going to keep us alive. Let's just see how everybody does. Let's do a quick little damage check and see how this team kind of synergizes together here. Man, this team's going to be solid, I feel like. I mean, we're landing a couple stuns there, some decent damage. This is going to be a squad, man. Do you think I'm going to be able to beat a level 25 dungeon with this team? I think not Fire Knight, not Spider, but Ice Golem and Dragon. I think we have a shot. Not bad for kind of semi-random team, And the nice thing is I built this team, and you saw in the stats, I built them fairly tanky, right? I erred on the side of always going for more support while still at least trying my best to maximize their damage, at least their crit rate on these champions. So it's really going to be a team effort on this squad. And with the shield set, the shield buff. Yeah, just like a really solid, robust defensive core on this team, or HP-based champion defensive core.
What the hell is that thing?
Or HP/defensive core. You guys get the point. I think we're going to be pretty good. It might not be the fastest team in the world, but this is a really fun video to do because we get to experiment with different teams and different champions, because not everybody has every champion. So we have to make, a pretty balanced team. And we have to do the best with the skills that we have and put them in artifacts to kind of optimize those skill sets, right? So pretty good here against the Minotaur. I mean, I'm interested to see the damage overall, but really, this was an easy one, as I mentioned, right? Everybody stays alive, nice and easy. I wonder if I could take on any Doom Tower bosses with this squad as well. We don't have a Provoker for the Magma Dragon. That would be my first choice. Maybe Eternal Dragon? We'll see how the team does. So Banshee put out 148, Executioner 351, Hope 218, Vala 236, Jareg 84. So man, Executioner and Vala, we had her on my top 20 defense-based AoE nukes in the game, and apparently she lives up to the hype there. So I'm really impressed by Vala's damage, but really everybody is pretty solid. All right, guys, let's start with Ice Golem, stage 20 here. We don't want this team. I actually went ahead and assembled the team as well, turning off the A3 ability on Banshee. So here we go into Ice Golem 20. So I like the affinity matchup here. Let's see how the team kind of synergizes. We land a bunch of those decreased defenses off Vala's A2, big version. Of course, the small version is in a Banshee's kit here. She's landing a few stuns. Really good control here. 3 enemies stunned. They're all almost dead. Executioners has no problem landing his decreased turn meter and his decreased speed on these enemies as well. So first round, A-okay. A-okay here. I like the synergy on everybody on this team. They're always bringing something kind of unique to the table here, right? Do you guys use any of these champions? Did I already ask you that? I don't know.
I'm too old for this.
So that time, no stuns. But with the A3 shut off on Banshee, we're gonna be just fine. She'll be landing some stuns eventually.
Bye, have a great time.
1. We landed 1 there. But still, we don't even need to stun here because we're so robust as a team with all these shields and increased defense and everything that we're bringing to the table. Not to mention Ally Protect, which is the strongest damage mitigator in the game. The only concern I have with this team is maybe I could have run. I don't think I needed the shield set in hindsight on Jareg. I think if I had to be critical of my own builds now with a little bit of gameplay here, I think Jareg probably in regen, because I'm worried about getting to bosses, and we'll see that probably in a second here. But I'm worried these big, hard-hitting attacks, these big, strong AoEs that really every boss at high levels in this game has, with the Ally Protect on, you guys know this from champions like Vizix the Unbowed, it's a lot of damage that they're taking on, right? So here we go. Not too bad. So far. So now we have Ally Protect and increased defense on all of my team. We have counterattack on Executioner. Who are you most impressed with so far? For me, I have to say, nothing against Banshee or Jareg. I guess I was just a little bit more familiar with those champions, even though I have never used Banshee before. I think that Hope, Executioner, and Vala have really impressed the heck out of me. Vala's doing so much. She got the shield. She's got the block buffs on the A3. Wait, does she have block buffs on the A3, or is that Banshee? She has the buff extender, excuse me, on the A2. Then on the A3, she's removing buffs. So I feel like she's bringing a lot to the table and some decent damage on top of all that as well. So I'm pretty impressed by Hope. Executioner, man, I mean, just a steady damage dealer, can help out probably, arguably, as much, if not more, than Banshee as a control champion on those waves with the decreased speed and the turn meter control that he brings on his A2 ability. So very impressed with Vala, obviously, as well. Just all the damage that she's bringing to the table. She's the only champion here, noteworthy, who does not have a positive, but rather a neutral affinity matchup going against these Spirit Affinity bosses and enemies in the earlier waves. So far, so good. The team is staying alive. The Ice Golem's at around 50% HP still. So things are looking all right. We are taking some freezes, that's totally fine. Reapplying some of our debuffs, or again, consistently landing the decreased speed, albeit the weak version from Executioner on the bosses and the mobs. It's gonna be around a 4-minute run. I think we're gonna pull this one off here, guys. Life is low, health is low here on Banshee. Just landed a stun on the minion, that was nice. But we do have the Hope with her A2, I believe, up. No. That was a hard-hitting A1 there from Hope right there. Probably going to lose Banshee here. The passive of Jari triggering on Banshee, the continuous heal. Nice to have, nice to have. Now we're going to lose her. Bye-bye. All right, things are getting maybe a little dicey here. We have no Reviver on the team. There's the A2 from Hope. Now we get Ally Protect on everybody. Get all our buffs. Things are looking a little bit better here. A little bit less worried. Banshee is the squishiest of the entire team. The nice thing is Executioner, he's not going to go anywhere, man. He has lifesteal on, right? Not to mention he brings increased defense and counterattack to the table as well. He has that stun on his A1, leading to more A1s, more control out of his A1 with the stun. Really kind of like that kit, man. I should have built this champion a long, long time ago. I would be happy to do a guide on any of these champions if you want to see them individually. However, I think you're getting a pretty good feel for them all, including how I built them and whatnot, just in this video. So again, Jarek just clinging to life right now, but I think we're going to be, knock on wood, I think we're going to be okay here. He does land the decreased attack for 2 turns before he dies, which is going to be helpful, right? All right, come on, come on, come on, team. Come on, team, don't let me down. Don't let my viewers down, team. Oh, we got it. Vala has something to say about that. Here we go with the A1s. Boom, 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 boom. And if he doesn't kill us there, he's not going to kill us. Okay, we took down the Ice Golem, guys. I'm feeling good about life. Jarek, 490k. Hope, 1.1 million, 1.9 million, 1.7 million on Executioner. So again, it's Vala, Executioner, and Hope coming through with a ton of damage. You love to see it. Look at all those self-heals on Executioner as well. Really, really solid team. Jareg again, you know, helping out in his own way, Great champion. Okay, let's go on to, and wait, we have, so Banshee doesn't have War Master, noteworthy there. She does have Fearsome Presence, so her damage is a little bit mitigated by that as well. I don't want to be unfair to Banshee here. Let's go over to, let's actually try out, we could show you Dragon, but you just saw Ice Golem. I mean, that's boring. Boring to see this different dungeon, same type of idea, right? Let's go Eternal Dragon. Man, I don't know if we can handle the big version of you know what? Let's go Celestial Griffin. Let's go Celestial Griffin, right? This is a hard track of Doom Tower here, guys. Let's see how we do with this squad here against the hard, albeit the first floor here of, oh, I'm like, where's my team, man? Where's my team? They're not here because you're in Doom Tower, Ash. All right, let's just go recently used first. It doesn't matter. Let's go boom, 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 boom. And let's see how we do here against the Griffin with this squad. Let me know too, guys. I might just do a fun little quick arena match after this one. Let me know if you want to see a lot more content in videos like this or if you kind of get the gist, right? So we're going to make quick work, which is nice about these Doom Tower bosses. Quick work of the waves. Not going to take us 5 minutes like it did in the Ice Golem dungeon, right? Some nice damage here, basically from everybody. Let's see how we do against the Griffin himself. Now, when I take these champions into the arena, I think I have to, who am I going to, I think I'm going to sub out Banshee. I think that's the obvious choice. It's nice to have the stunner in there, though, but I need the shield from Jarek in the arena. Vala is my debuffer. Executioner is there for DPS. So yeah, I think Banshee's going to take a seat. I think we're in gold 5 somewhere. So we'll see if we can beat a team or two before we cap this video off. Okay, so we got the decreased defense weak version, the decreased speed weak version, block buffs from the A3 there. Coming in with some decent damage. This looks like we're going to have this no problem, I think. The Griffin can get pretty dang difficult as the battle progresses, though, as well. So let's just keep our eyes open here and monitor this team. But I have to say, everybody's staying nice and healthy right now. Stun on Executioner, but not that big of a deal. We'll be good. Getting some nice damage. And that decrease attack, nicely done, Jareg. That's so huge to have that decrease attack. I'm glad that I went with Jareg over Steel Skull on the choices. That feels like 5 hours ago, which it It almost was. I forgot what champions I was choosing from. I had Lamabur. I'm so glad. I don't regret going with any of the champions that I went with here on this team, right? I mean, Lamabur with the continuous heal? Nah. All right. So we're still staying alive. I'm going to go ahead and...
Maybe not so fast!
Uh-oh. Uh-oh, we might wipe here, guys. We might wipe. This might be a Doom Tower normal difficulty team, you know, to be fair. If you had like one Silver Drinks or something that you could just sub in there, though, the team would be fine. Yeah, so we do wipe here, but hey, at least we gave it a shot. You don't know till you try. Let's go ahead and end here. We're not going to be able to tag team the Griffin. So not quite there for Doom Tower hard, but again, maybe Doom Tower normal, this team would be a little bit more successful with. All right, guys, here we are in the arena. Let's go ahead and give this a try. I took Banshee out of the team, so now we have these 4 champions. Let's see how we do here. Let's just go ahead and see what happens. I don't feel too good about it in the arena with this particular squad. Nothing against these champions, but the synergy together is not as obvious as it is.
What the f is this piece of shit?
Whoa, okay, so we take an L. Trunda will do that. You know, go first, Trunda team. This team is definitely a go second team, how we have it constructed right now. But, oh my god, all these teams look incredibly difficult, I'm not gonna lie. You know what, guys? Let's see if we can beat this dude. I don't know. Apothecary is a really good champion. I wish I had Apothecary as one of my options. It would suck if I did and I missed him or something like that, and you guys were like, dude, at the beginning of the video, you pulled Apothecary?
Oh, snap.
So, oh my god, boom! This team is OP! Can't be stopped! Alright, let's try again. Alright, we should be able to take care of this team, right? Robar. How about this team? The only problem is with all these squads is... Let's just go easy here, man. I say easy, but I don't know. You know, they've got some pretty good champions on their squad. We've got a pretty well-balanced team. Now we have decreased defense and block buffs on the entire team. So I might as well just go in with the A3 here, because none of the buffs are going to land anyway. And let's go in with the... There we go, Vala. There you go. I'm worried about this chick right here, though. I'm worried about her. Oh, why did I do that? Okay. I don't think it would have mattered either way. Let's go against this team because, you know, I'm a glutton for punishment, ladies and gentlemen. So here we go. What I probably could have done is what we did in the other video, right? And just kind of built a team around each of these champions to highlight all of their kits together in a well-balanced arena team, but we're still having fun with it. I think we're gonna, I don't want to speak too soon, but I think we might get a victory on this one, guys. I think we might get a victory. All right, Executioner, do something, man. Do something. Awesome. So, the opponents, let's see if we can get... Oh, man! Exy! He actually hits pretty hard, huh, guys? I didn't know he hits that hard in the arena. Let's go ahead and just extend duration here. Let's A1 against Tatura. Boom, dead. Vala takes care of business. And there we go. Let's do one more before we let you guys go. This is a long video, man. Okay, let's see. Oh, look at this team there. It looks really, really tough, guys. You think we can beat them? Okay. Let's go against Magnar. Ooh. We do have the buff stripper to take off Rushcard's block damage. Hopefully he goes. Okay, Percussive Pound didn't do anything to us. We all get stunned, though. That sucked. Did Syl really stun everybody? That's not cool, man. Would be a 35% chance. All right, Vala's not looking too good there. Let's just go ahead and remove all this crap. Okay, or at least 2 out of 4 isn't awful. They do have 2 revivers on their team. Vala down. Let's see. I'm counting on Executioner to just lay the smack down again, right? If he ever gets a chance to go. Still hasn't... Okay, here we go. Yeah, let's see what he can do here, guys. Boom! You know what? Honestly, for no debuffs, not bad at all. All right, let's go ahead and get a shield, extend the duration of our buffs here with Hope's A2. Stunned and stunned again. Gee whiz. All right, here we go. Percussive Pound comes down again for Magnar. Already cycled back to it, Magnar. Jeez, dude. Let's go in with the counterattack, the increased defense. Let's kill Roshkar. Boom! Nice stun, procking on the A1 of Executioner. A lot of damage, too, going against, excuse me, a Magic Affinity champion. Let's go into Sill of the Drakes here. Let's see what we can do. So I don't like that we have Vala dead. And really, I'm going to have to come back. I'm going to count on Executioner is going to carry this arena team, man. I need to get back to his A2 ability so he can kill everybody. Just keep poking at Arbiter. And let's go in Sill. Let's go after Sill here. Alright, not too hard there on that A1, huh? There it is, Zone of Protection. We need Hope to stay alive, otherwise we're toast. We're toast. And she dies, and we're toast. So guys, listen, I'm not going to cut any matches. I'm going to give you the real deal here. This team didn't exactly shine in the arena, but it was a pretty competent dungeon team for PvE content. I really enjoyed making this video for you guys. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it as well. Let me know what you think of these champions. Did this give you a better feel or idea for these champions? Because that was the intent at the end of the day behind this series. So I hope it achieved that. I hope it accomplished a little bit of entertainment along the way. Appreciate you guys watching until the very end. And as always, take care, guys.